Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Bears will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Bush. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
What the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's got it on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Briggs. He stopped short of the 1st down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the 1st down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Quarterback keeps it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's fired.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This time they'll go to the running game. He breaks the tackle. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a gap. It's Carter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward. Play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's fired. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's fired. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Buys a little extra time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Bush. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Breaks the tackle. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The give to the tailback. And some room to work. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. It's complete to the left. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the tight end. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Golden Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Golden Bears will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They're working that left side. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Back open in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I got to be honest, guys. I'm a little surprised by the coverage on that play. It's third and short. You can't allow a hitch route to pick up the first down. You've got to have way tighter coverage than that.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Throwing on the run. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
He might want another play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's fired.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's fired. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. Tight end now in motion. He wants to throw it again. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Cal! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Bush. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Smashes ahead. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Wants to go up top. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Now improvising. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. Now, the offense is in an interesting situation.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The official says no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
And that one stings, man. 4th quarter tie football game. You trusted your kicker to come through, and he gives you the dreaded doink. And that means you know it was so close to being in, that one might come back to bite him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hit as he throws. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
That's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game, who's going to step up and make the play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Ryan, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's fired. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a hit. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Still looking, on the move. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Carter in the backfield. It's Carter. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He uncorks one deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Bringing it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.